in this video, we're going to add bass. We're going to talk about bass and add bass. So bass is basically like an essential part of each like musical production. Typically, with beats, it's kind of like it's the low end, like the humming part, the boo, boo, like that type of sound. If you've ever seen a bass guitar or tuba, like those type of sounds, and that's what we're gonna focus on. It kind of aligns with the melody, so the bass kind of plays along in the melody. If you've seen like a rock band, like the melody, like the bass, kind of often in a lot of songs use very similar patterns. So often they kind of like play off each other. So that's bass, and that's kind of what we're gonna be doing here. So, there's a lot to be said about bass and melody, but we're just gonna like keep it simple here. First thing we're gonna want to do is figure out like what key this is in. Now we can do that by double clicking on this, right clicking here, and okay. Let's go to regions. Jeez. Okay. Let me see here. Where do you do this at? Kind of swerves. There we go. Pitch regions. Okay, so this is F. Is the root note here? F, 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 F. So that's good to know. So that's how you do that. I don't sample too much, which is why that took so long. But that's pretty much how you do this. So you want to find the key. So we know this is F, and that's kind of how you want to play your bass. So let's go here. Let's pick a bass sound. So we'll just go to add. We'll go to Citrus, presets. Citrus has a whole bass section here. Maybe choose this one and find F. I don't have my keyboard right now. I'm just plugging this in. In fact, let me find. This is F. It says it up here. If you ever get confused. So that's F right there. C, D, E, F. So if I just play this should already sound like on beat. Alright, so we know that this is in threes too, so this is like a 6-bar, however you want to look at this, it's like a 6-bar or like in a 3. So we know that we gotta switch the bass sound like here, and basically you just gotta kind of vibe with the melody. That's the best way I could describe it. Like, and you're just kind of like vibing with the track. I'm just plugging this in. And like, you'll know if it fits or not. Very simple, very easy to do. Now, obviously, you could add more flair to it, like boom. You could cut it like there, boom, boom. Like I could just go like this. But usually, you could cut this based on how the kick sounds too. You have to decide if you like that or not. I'm just gonna go back to the simple one here. Although that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. And again, this just comes down to creativity and like what you want to do. Oh god, no. Darn it. Okay. And then close this. Let's bring this into the mixer. And remember what I said about the melodies, kind of like having the close or the I don't know if I mentioned that, but the melody we see is more distant. You want to make sure that you want to start separating sounds at this point. And this is kind of getting into mixing, but you kind of want to separate sounds and make sound distinct. And you do that by panning, which is separating the sounds. And then you could do that with reverb too, which is also use the dry knob basically to separate the distance. Okay, so I'll show an example. So if I add reverb to this, which again, let's take the same precautions here and turn down the volume. I'm gonna turn this down to like maybe 58. Kind of leave room for the reverb. Now we can pull up reverb here and add a lot of sauce to the it can add a lot of sauce to the beat. And typically you want reverb to be very close, or bass, sorry, to be very close. See, this dry is all the way up because that's the most near. And you can also separate the sounds like this. You can, at the very craziest, you can go all the way. Merged is mono, so take this all the way to the right, and then all the way to the left. Okay, it's. I understand that that's advanced, but if you hear it right now, you hear like these are on polar opposites, and this takes up a lot of space. Not exactly how you should do it every time. You should just like kind of like use your ears and kind of find that sweet spot, especially if you're using speakers. I'm using headphones, but kind of find that sweet spot. Separate these. That's a good habit. Again, that's kind of like more advanced, but you know, that's basically bass in a nutshell. You can also add like something like a fast distortion. It's pretty popular with the bass. Pretty fast dist, which is here somewhere. You gotta find it. If you ever can't find something, switch it to simple, and it'll be in alphabetical order. But pretty fast distortion, it's distortion. It's like a distortion plugin. So you can see what's going on here. So we're gonna add some like extra vibe to your like bass. So you just gotta find that sweet spot. Basically, it's two presets for each one of these. So that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. That's bass, that's bass, that's bass, that's bass. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace out.